We are neither nutritionists or medical providers. The topics discussed on this show are from our own research and experiences. Please consult your medical provider before attempting anything discussed on this show. Welcome to another episode of Sjogren is Strong.
Your eyes are all wide. I'm Brian.
Oh, this is Lupe. I almost forgot. I always do that. I'm never going to get it because it's like, I don't know when we go live. It just happens. I don't know.
All you have to do is watch. See, she's on her phone. She's probably TikToking.
Sorry, my bad.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Sjogren Strong, everybody. I am Brian.
Hi, everybody. This is Lupe again.
And this is your podcast discussing how to live an active and healthy lifestyle despite a diagnosis of Sjogren's. And for those of you listening to the podcast, we thank you. It is streaming live on Spreaker, and we'll be streaming live here shortly on SjogrenStrong.com and Sitch Radio. Others are watching via YouTube and Facebook. Seeing all that peer pressure last week, live and in the flesh. She's not hiding behind a graphic.
Well, was it last week or the week before?
A week before, because we didn't do a show last week.
That's my bad, guys. I've been working a lot of hours, and
same old excuse.
I have been, so sorry.
No, she has been. She's been crushing it. But you know what?
What?
It's cool. A couple of things. We discussed previously how your mind has been sharp. Not only sharp, but she's been staying up late, reading and being productive.
Guess what? I started school. I'm taking a class this semester, a certification, but that's keeping my mind even sharper. So I'm having fun.
She's been waking up early.
I always wake up early.
I don't know. Yeah, but you've been like up and happy.
I'm always happy. What are you talking about?
Well, she's always up.
Anyways, hi everybody. How you doing? Sorry we haven't been on. It's my bad.
Anyway, enough about that. Sjogren's what? Or no, you said show what?
It should have been show what?
She's critiquing my title, which is okay. But the reason we titled the show in the manner in which we did.
Show what?
It wasn't show what. What do I have? We have been interacting with a lot of people newly diagnosed, and they've been coming to us, I should say, either through social media or the website and reaching out, which has been awesome. And I want to reminisce. Oh, we need time machine sound. Going back into time to when Lupe
is that how it sounds?
Well, in my mind, to when Lupe was first diagnosed.
What?
So her primary care physician says you need to go see a rheumatologist, and didn't really tell her why.
No, actually, he said to me, you know what, let me back it up a little bit, because I had been going to the doctor for several reasons, right? Mainly because fatigue. That was my main complaint. My main complaint. I had extreme fatigue, and I was just always tired. So I went to the doctor, and what's wrong with me? How come I'm always tired and I always want to sleep? I just always want to sleep. And the doctor said, it's because you're anemic. You need to eat better and take iron. That's what they said. And I don't know, fast forward several years. I never knew that I had dry eyes until the doctor told me. I just knew that my eyes were really like sandy and very sensitive to light. But one time I went in for an annual, and the doctor was almost out the door, and I said, hey, one more thing. I said, I have leg pain. What do you think is causing that? She's like, wrote a script, sent me to the lab, called me a couple of weeks later, and she said, you need to go see
a rheumatologist.
No, an internal medicine doctor. I don't know what you call him. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll go. And I didn't go for like 6 months. And then she called again. She's like, you haven't gone to the doctor. So I went, and originally they thought I had, I think it was lupus they thought I had. But then after more blood work, they called me back, and they said, you need to go see a rheumatologist. So that's when over the phone the doctor said, "You have Sjogren's," and I said, "Show what?" No, I didn't say that. I just want to say that. I said, "Am I gonna die?" That was the first sentence out of my mouth. Am I gonna die?
And the bedside manner of this doctor, I think, was spot on. Yes, but not of this.
Yeah. And so, anyways, I made an appointment to go see a rheumatologist, and he confirmed everything.
And we've talked to a lot of people with Sjogren's, and it's, I think a lot of fear kicks in because A, you've never heard the term, B, you don't know what it is, C, typically your primary care physician isn't going to give you a lot of information about Sjogren's. They're going to push you to a rheumatologist who, is their specialty. And there's time passes, and while you're waiting days, weeks, a month, who knows how long to go see a rheumatologist and figure out what Sjogren's is, people turn to the internet.
Hey, check it out. When I made the appointment to go see a rheumatologist, it took me like 3 months to get in. And I'm
Yeah.
like, 3 months, I need to go now because
You're
you don't know what's
scared.
going on. You're
Yeah.
scared. You take to the internet. Don't take to the internet, guys.
Yeah, because when you first Google it or Bing it, I said Bing,
No, you can't say Bing. That's not going to stick.
Bing it, you get a lot of worst of the worst, and that just puts more fear into you. And not that Sjogren's isn't bad, but odds are, if you're newly diagnosed, worst case scenario, a lot of tooth, oral damage isn't the case. I mean,
Because that's what's posted on the internet is like
right.
the worst case scenario.
Right. They're
So
talking about organ failure and all of this stuff. And so we wanted to kind of do this episode to kind of highlight that and take a deep breath, relax, wait till you talk to your rheumatologist. I know it's hard to stop the mind from thinking worst case scenario. That's what us humans do. I mean, my phone rings after hours and it's my daughter or something. Obviously you think the worst, or Lupe calls midday, I think something's going on, or we always think the worst.
I just want to know if you bought me some chocolate. Don't think bad.
Did you buy me chocolate?
Then I get home and he eats it.
Hey, you left it. I thought you didn't want it. So yeah, we kind of wanted to do this episode and kind of focus on that. And highlight some of the things that help the most, that don't take a doctor prescription, that people don't want. Everybody wants to take a magic pill and be better, and that's not the way our bodies work. And changing eating habits is probably one of the things that helped Lupe out the most, or had a big impact on her within days.
I was reading the comment. Can you repeat that, please? Sorry.
Eating clean.
Yes.
How that impacted you pretty quickly.
Yes. Once my rheumatologist, Dr. Reba, I always talk about him because he's my angel. He told me what to eat, what not to eat, and a couple of weeks later, I started feeling way better. And also in the beginning, I had a lot of inflammation. I didn't know it was inflammation. I just know I was in pain, right? Because inflammation causes pain, but I was gaining a lot of weight, but as soon as he told me what to eat and what not to eat, I started feeling better within a couple of weeks. And I actually lost about 30 pounds, which I'm going to say was inflammation, but I can neither confirm nor deny.
And with a few exceptions, what to eat, what not to eat is what we've been taught since the old school food pyramid in elementary school. Everything in moderation, leafy greens, lots of vegetables. He did say limit fruit, eat fruit, but limit fruit because of all the natural sugar, which
one serving of fruit.
Yeah. Which makes a lot of sense. Now, we've taken it a step farther and done a lot of research on anti-inflammatory herbs. And before we get into this, we're not medical professionals, like the disclaimer says. And consult with your doctor before you change anything, especially if you're the kind of person that's just going to change things radically. We've talked about on prior shows to change things slowly and keep documentation, log what you did, when you did it, and give it time for your body to adjust, is what I'm trying to say, before you change something else. That way you have something to compare it to. So even herbal remedies, too much of anything is bad. And even herbal remedies can interact with medications and things of that nature in higher volume than one would normally utilize an herb for in cooking or whatnot. So take everything we say with a grain of salt, consult with your medical professional, and do things methodically so you know what does work and what doesn't work. Right?
Right.
So there are 2 teas that we've been making, and there's other herbs that we haven't brought into the mix yet because we've gotten pretty good satisfaction with what we have done, which we're going to discuss here in a minute. Now, the body plateaus. So what we're doing now might not work as effectively a month from now, 6 months from now. So we're kind of hanging with these other anti-inflammatory herbs to put into the mix if we do feel like and I keep saying we are plateauing, but she is plateauing.
You're an extension of me. Where are we?
Yeah. And Lupe is going to give you great instructions on how to make tea here shortly.
Not
just yet.
I was ready.
Not just yet. So any Google search is going to lead you to what we're getting ready to say. And take it a step farther, do a little research. And again, everything in moderation, and introduce things slowly into your routine is very, very important. So chamomile, you can buy over-the-counter chamomile tea. Tattoo. Where did tattoo come from?
I don't know.
Tea?
Is chamomile anti-inflammatory?
It is anti-inflammatory.
You know what? I did not know that.
Cilantro is anti-inflammatory, which is kind of cool. Jeanette's shaking her head. Yeah, I know that.
Really?
I didn't know cilantro was anything other than delicious on my food. So that's kind of cool. Echinacea. I just read a cool article today because Lupe uses tart cherry in her morning shake. And some people find sweet cherry is actually more beneficial to them than tart.
It's more better?
More better.
Gotta try that out.
So tart and or sweet cherry, spearmint, and St. John's wort, which is something that I've wanted to try in my own diet. We just haven't yet for some reason. Probably because it's just got a funny name. You take St. John's wort. What? Now on to some things we have been doing. Oregano, parsley, rosemary, sage, ginger. And what I do, because making a cup of tea with a tea ball is it's 1 cup. So we took an old French press and we can make 3 cups of tea in this one French press. We just throw our concoction of those herbs in it and put the plunger on, let it steep. Wow. I'm having a hard time today, people. Sorry. We let it steep for a while, push it down, pour the tea off. And it works well. And you get a few servings with, making one little small batch, which is cool. Now, something Lupe found, I am struggling today.
I know. And I'm so quiet because I have this really dry cough. And every time I talk, I start coughing. So terrible.
It's on me. Extension. Ginger, 2 tablespoons. And we have this little, I wanted to use the word apothecary. Talk about an old school word. We took a mason jar and turned it into an apothecary. And we added, now we made a big batch, but this is for a single batch. Ginger, 2 tablespoons. Cinnamon, 2 tablespoons. Black pepper, crushed fine, 1 tablespoon. And turmeric, 6 tablespoons. And mixed it up really well.
Like the recipe calls for organic, right? But
we couldn't find some of these things organic.
We couldn't. So we kind of mixed it up.
Yeah. So we're using some organic, some aren't organic. And it's helping. It's helping her quite a bit. So again, it's ginger, cinnamon, pepper, and turmeric, and powder form. She's putting it in her morning shakes, and she's having an evening tea on occasion, just mixing it with almond milk.
And I'm really lazy, right, to mix this up every morning or every evening. So we got a really big container and we just mixed it up and made a lot of servings. But I know you said that already. But anyways, I just want to say big container. Um,
Apothecary.
and in my morning shake, so all this stuff is in my morning shake. 1 teaspoon of this concoction in my morning shake, and I also add tart cherry and fiber, chia seeds, anything that's gonna make me go right. That's my goal,
Go where?
and go to the poopy. Ain't no shame in my game. I need help with that.
Um, and and that's kind of what we've been doing. So the oregano, parsley, rosemary, sage, I don't really have a recipe. We buy it, in the bag. It's probably 6 ounces or so, I'm guessing. Um, and I'm pretty much um serving it out, in equal parts. Now, ginger, sometimes we'll get fresh ginger and grate it and let that steep in the tea. And other times when we don't have fresh ginger on hand, we're using, the ground ginger spice, either from a jar or bag. It's hard to find ginger in the bag for us locally where we shop. So we're buying it in the little glass, typical spice jar.
But I think we were at Costco and we found a really big thing of cinnamon.
Yeah,
So that was pretty cool.
that was really cool.
But next time that we mix up this concoction, I want to take a video and post it so you guys could see what it looks like and
Yeah.
what it is. So
We can do that. And some of these ingredients, I believe it's the cinnamon and the pepper, they work in conjunction to help draw out the goodness from each other. And it's been helping. You haven't been complaining of pain lately,
I haven't.
because usually it's, oh, my legs hurt, your back, and it's heating pads and blankets and flannel PJs to keep your legs warm.
I haven't used my heating pad. It's been a while.
It's been a long
It's
while.
really hot, but it doesn't matter if it's hot or not. My heating pad helps me with my back pain, and I haven't been complaining about any pain. So I think it's definitely been helping me.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Now, the ginger, cinnamon, pepper, turmeric concoction, as we call it, the recipe we got it from, they said that they mix it with coconut almond milk and or golden milk tea. Now, we've had sampled golden milk tea before, but it's nothing we keep in the home, but it's anti-inflammatory as well. And again, we're throwing these powders in her morning protein shake. Now, if you don't do a protein shake, maybe you do a smoothie. You can use this concoction in your foods. Obviously, it's gonna change flavor profiles, but don't think you just have to consume it as a tea. You can work it into your diet as you see fit with what makes sense and see what benefits it might bring you.
The first couple of times, if you try this concoction, the pepper, I don't know how to describe the feeling except I felt like I snorted it up my nose. It was really strong. That's what I felt like. I don't know how to explain it.
So it's pepper contains capsicum. And capsicum is the main ingredient in pepper spray.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
And, we've all seen the videos where people with pepper spray and kind of giggle and laugh. But your body will build a tolerance to that. And the cool thing is it opens up your sinuses a little bit, and you can definitely inhale through your nose really, really well. And
I don't have that feeling anymore. It was just maybe the first week, just maybe 2-3 times. Now my body got used to it. I don't have that feeling anymore. Yeah. But the pepper kind of, like I said, I felt like I snorted it. It went to my head. It felt weird, but I'm good now. I'm good. I'm glad I'm doing this.
Yeah. So if you get hit with that pepper up front, give it a few shakes and build a quick tolerance to it, and you'll be okay.
I was like, oh my God, I feel funny. But anyways, it went away. First couple of times only.
It's all right. Other things that we've done is reduce the dairy. That's probably been a really big help. She's almond milk only now. Probably her biggest dairy in her diet's cheeses.
Yeah. I'm bad. I can't stop eating that. But when I consume too much, my body feels it. So But for me, what's helped me, I know that a lot of people, if you've been diagnosed with Sjogren's for a while, you kind of know what works for you. But for the newly diagnosed, eating clean has helped me out tremendously. No dairy. For me, I don't really eat too much meat, but definitely no red meat. I'm not going to say I never eat it, but I do sometimes. But I try to stay away again from dairy, red meat, sugar, and definitely no alcohol.
which is a double-edged sword because of your iron. You need red. You don't need red meat, but eating red meat will help with your iron deficiency as
Mhm.
well.
But I've been eating a lot of Brussels sprouts, a lot of greens, lima beans, peas. The green, I eat it because my body actually craves it. So that's what helps me.
So I'm going to talk about some cool things that are happening and coming up while Lupe runs through some comments really quick, and we'll kind of go back and forth because quite a few people have commented
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
said
yeah,
something,
yeah.
and I haven't been on that screen to see them. But first and foremost, a quick shout out to Charlie. You know who you are. Appreciate talking to you on the phone, and I'm sure we'll be talking again soon. And thanks for listening to the show.
Um,
Much appreciated.
Charlie, hi Charlie. I wanted to show you something because I told I don't know if Brian mentioned it or not, but and I know that there's several books out there that talk about Sjogren's. But the one that has helped me the most and the one that I recommend is this book here. And I know it's
Jeanette, let's get a close up. Let's go
Jeanette,
to
can you get a close up, por favor?
please. There we go. Camera
It's
one.
hard to tell, but it's called It's Green, and it says the Sjogren Syndrome Survival Guide. This has helped me a lot. A lot of people newly diagnosed that contact me. I recommend this book, and again, I know there's many. This is the one that has helped me the most. It doesn't have a lot of medical terms, so I highly recommend this. You'll have a lot of aha moments. So
Yeah, it's written in plain English. And I did, Charlie, you did get the image. I text you the image of it. So, and you know what? That's a book we've given away in the past. We haven't done a giveaway in a while.
I know we haven't,
We should
but
do a giveaway.
we definitely have to do that. And also, Charlie, everybody who's newly diagnosed, um, the foundation, the Sjogren's Foundation, are very helpful. You need to go check them out, become members. They have a lot of information that's really helpful.
And membership includes a periodical that gets mailed to your home on occasion. So, a lot of great, valuable information in that. But the foundation was, I think, in my opinion, the biggest thing the foundation did for us was let her know that she's not alone and the support groups out there. And it's an awesome community. So check the foundation out.
Oh, the members of Living Sugar and Strong. I wanted to apologize. Somebody snuck in and they've been spamming. And I don't know how long it's been going on because I've been really busy, but I noticed a lot of comments today. And I went in and I blocked that user and I deleted most of the comments, I think. So my apologies. When you see something like that, please feel free to report them and we go in right away. So sorry about that.
She's very protective.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Every post, it was like 20, 30 today, so
Well, back to the foundation really quick. They are actually doing a virtual 1 day conference for childhood Sjogren's. So if you are watching this or stumble across this or know somebody that has a child with Sjogren's, they might want to check this out. It is the 18th of September, 11 a.m. Eastern. I think it was running till 3. There is you know what? Let me put the link in the comment section for those that want to check it out and or go to the Sjogren's Foundation's webpage. I'm sure they will have information there, but I'm pasting that in the comments right now, YouTube and or Facebook, so you can check that out. We don't know, we don't personally know any child with Sjogren's, do we?
I don't know. I'm in contact with on Instagram. I think two.
Two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we met one year at the walk.
We did, yeah, she
When
was newly
her
diagnosed. She went with
dad,
her dad.
yeah, her dad
Yeah.
spent quite a bit of time
She heard about
speaking
the
with us.
walk,
They came in from far away.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
was really cool. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. And speaking of the walk, it's not too late. You can come join us for the 2021 virtual walk for Sjogrens. Link is in the show notes below. We have made a team and we would love for you to join us raising money for the foundation and helping them continue doing all the awesome work that they are doing. And we would love to have you virtually walk with us. If you live in Orange County, LA, Riverside, Santa Barbara, San Diego, and want to meet up with us, let us know. We will do our walk publicly like we did last year. Probably going to do, I want to do the beach again.
I don't know, we're still kinda undecided, so
The beach was cool.
yeah. But you know what? Like, if um, we kinda wanna meet at a halfway point, right? So if some people wanna join, you don't have to drive all the way, just tell
We're
us and
flexible.
yeah.
We're flexible.
We'll meet halfway. We'll meet halfway, definitely.
But we will be walking. We'll be on the opening ceremonies on our cell phones. We'll probably be walking during the opening ceremonies, getting those steps in.
Trying not to make anybody dizzy this time.
Yeah, we'll hold our cameras still. Um, and then walk with us if you want to. If you are far away, you can still virtually walk with us. That's the point of it being a virtual walk. And whether you walk around your kitchen table or leave the house and walk the block or go to a local park, the whole point of it is to get out there in your Sjogren's Walk t-shirt and help raise awareness and raise some funds for the foundation.
And if you can't walk, not because you can't, but if you just can't that day, cast this on your TV.
Cast it on your TV. Wow. I never
Yeah.
thought I'd be on somebody's TV.
Yeah, that's cool.
And if you're not in a position to, walk with us, then you can help us out by donating to Team Sjogren Strong and or any of the other teams and or anybody that's participating in the walk. I don't care if the funds come to me or Lupe or the team or somebody else's team, but
they're all for the foundation. They go towards the foundation.
And the foundation does so much for us. So if you can, that would be awesome. And a link to Team Sjogren Strong is also in the show notes. Oh, and I talked about a T-ball and a French press. If you have no clue what they are, I actually put links in the show notes to them, a search page of them on Amazon. So you're going to get tons of different options there. And the French press is probably a little more expensive than the T-ball. And it's called a T-ball strainer. But they're under $10, some of the small single serve strainers. So it's not a huge investment. When you're at the grocery store, grab some of these anti-inflammatory herbs and start making yourself a tea or two.
Oh, Susan Barajas. Duh. How come I didn't say that? No processed foods. Hello.
Yeah. Processed foods, bad.
Processed food. Stay away from junk food.
Fresh veg.
Your body will crave it also. Maggie says that she loves her coffee press for her loose teas. So
Yep.
health is dependent on our habits and nutrition, not medicine. True that. Actually, you know what? I wanted to make a comment. Ever since I've been taking this concoction that we made.
Concoction.
I don't know what to call it.
A concoction.
Concoction. The shogi concoction. That's what I'm gonna coin it. My medicine. I always take my Plaquenil because I've weaned myself off of it before and it wasn't good for me. But like my pain medicine, because I take Plaquenil and Dolobit. It's a blue pill and it's an anti-inflammatory. And ever since I've been taking this tea, again, not a medical doctor, but it's been working for me. I'm not really taking my blue pill, the Dolobit. So
Really?
yeah. Because if I go 2 days without my pain pill, I start aching. And like I had a 4-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I didn't take it until Tuesday. and no pain. So
That's pretty cool.
I'm loving it.
That's pretty cool. You
Mhm.
know, and it's funny. We've talked about CBD ointments on the show before, and I notice from time to time you'll ask me to apply some to you,
Mhm.
and that's when I know you're in pain, and that usually triggers me to remind you to take your pill.
Yeah. Um, I bought this. I don't know the name of it, so I'll post about it, or we can talk about it in the next episode. But the ointment that we bought at Costco,
Oh yeah,
I don't remember the name of it, but it's for pain and rheumat.
a rheumatologist.
Yeah, yeah. But it's for pain, and I believe it was $39, and it was 2 big tubes and then a smaller one for $39. My mom, she was in a lot of pain, or her hand, I think it was, and I gave her a tube, and she says it's been really helpful. I haven't needed it, but
I was
look
grateful
into
it
that.
wasn't a 55-gallon drum coming from Costco, so big pump on it. You haven't used it yet?
I haven't. No, I
Oh,
haven't needed it. I haven't needed it. I haven't needed the CBD ointment either.
you know what? Next time my shoulder hurts, let me try that instead of the CBD so I can
Yeah,
compare.
yeah.
That'll be cool.
So, anyways, that's what's helped me. So,
Well, gang, again, this show is kind of meant for the newly diagnosed. However, we appreciate all of you watching and or listening live. We will be back
that's the plan. That's the plan. Next week.
next week. Until then, check us out on social media. We post pretty regularly on Instagram and the other platforms. And again, thanks for listening. And
Hold on. One more comment.
one
Hold
more
on. Hold on.
comment.
Hold on. Hold on. Two things that have been helping me so much: golden milk made with turmeric. Yeah. The CBD tincture.
Tincture under the tongue.
Tincture under the tongue. Well, how did you know that? Oh, you're reading it. Yeah. So, yeah, share with us what works for you.
And Maggie, thanks for watching. Susan, thanks for watching. And for those of you who didn't comment, thank you.
And until next time, sip constantly and stay hydrated, guys.